Welcome to VisionCenter's podcast, where we dive into the captivating world of eye care and vision health. I'm your host, Alex, alongside my co-host, Jordan. Each episode, we explore the fascinating realm of vision, bringing you expert insights, the latest advancements in the field, and actionable advice to take care of your sight. So sit back, relax, and let's open our eyes to the world of vision. Welcome, listeners, to another episode of VisionCenter's podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that actually bridges the gap between eye care and brain health, the connection between Alzheimer's disease and your eyes. I'm Alex, your host, and joining me is Jordan, an expert in neurodegenerative diseases and eye health. How are you today, Jordan?
I'm doing great, Alex. Thanks for having me on the show. I'm excited to talk about this important and fascinating subject.
Fantastic. To kick things off, can you give us a brief introduction to Alzheimer's disease and why it's something we should be aware of in the context of vision and eye care?
Sure. Alzheimer's is a type of dementia that primarily affects memory and cognitive functions. It's a progressive condition where we see a breakdown in brain cells due to protein buildup. What many people don't realize is that Alzheimer's can actually impact vision because of the brain's strong connection to the eyes.
That's really interesting. Speaking of this connection, why are the eyes often referred to as the window into the brain?
Great question. The eyes are a unique part of the central nervous system. The optic nerve and the retina are extensions of brain tissue, literally offering a direct view into the brain's health. So, when we look at the eyes, sometimes we can catch early signs of neurological problems like Alzheimer's.
Now that's eye-opening, no pun intended. Could you describe some of the early vision-related signs of Alzheimer's that might show up in an eye exam?
Absolutely. Vision changes can manifest as reduced ability to see contrasts or having depth perception issues. Another interesting aspect is pupil response. During cognitive tasks, greater pupil dilation has been observed in those with Alzheimer's, which links to the specific proteins that are hallmarks of the disease.
That's astonishing. So, we can potentially see clues of Alzheimer's in the eyes before other symptoms even begin?
Precisely. These biomarkers in the eye could lead to earlier diagnosis and treatments. However, it's worth noting that standard eye exams don't screen for Alzheimer's specifically. But there are advanced imaging technologies like Octay and FLIO that offer promising ways to detect these early changes tied to Alzheimer's in the retina.
That sounds promising, but also quite specialized. Are these types of retina scans commonly available?
They're not part of standard eye exams just yet, as this research is quite new. These scans have to be done using specific imaging techniques, and we're still working on making these more accessible and understanding their full potential.
How do common eye diseases fit into this picture when it comes to risks for dementia?
There is research suggesting that conditions like glaucoma, age-related macular degeneration, and diabetic retinopathy can increase the risk of developing dementia. It emphasizes the importance of taking care of our eye health. It may have broader implications for our overall brain health too.
What you're saying is maintaining good eye health could be a critical factor in our overall well-being. Aside from these eye conditions and changes, what are some other early signs of dementia that people should be aware of?
Dementia can emerge as memory loss and difficulties with routine tasks like paying bills, preparing meals, or keeping track of personal items. Although age is a significant risk factor, dementia isn't a normal part of aging, and we should be vigilant in recognizing these early signs for the best outcome possible.
Absolutely, that's some valuable advice, Jordan. Before we wrap up, can you summarize the main takeaways for our listeners about the connection between Alzheimer's and eye care?
Of course. The key takeaway is that the eyes can reflect changes happening in the brain due to Alzheimer's. With emerging imaging techniques, we're hopeful about detecting Alzheimer's early through signs observed in the retina. It's a growing area of research, and as it advances, it could become a critical aspect of eye exams in the future.
That's a wrap on our discussion, Jordan. I've learned a ton, and I'm sure our listeners have too. Thanks so much for enlightening us on this crucial topic.
My pleasure, Alex. Keep an eye on your eye health, everyone. It's more important than you might think.
Absolutely. And that's it for today's episode of VisionCenter's podcast. Remember to get your eyes checked regularly and stay tuned for more insights into your vision and eye care. Take care and see you next time. And that wraps up another enlightening episode of VisionCenter's podcast. We hope you've enjoyed our discussion and found some valuable takeaways to help maintain your vision health.